Chapter 51. The Man in Yellow Robes. That event created many turning points. Before the Buddha departed from Savatthi, he requested cooperation from those who would travel with him to wear new robes. He asked the villagers for cloth and then dyed it with turmeric to a bright yellow. At that time, most ascetics, including the Buddha himself, typically wore undyed raw cotton cloth, or some even wore animal hides, such as tiger skins. Previously, for those who voluntarily became monks with the Buddha, he did not impose any such rules, so most people wore natural-colored cotton robes, he explained. Then why did he choose such a bright yellow color? I've always wondered why monks wear yellow robes, I asked. The main objective at that time was simply to make it easy for people to notice and remember them, wherever his group traveled, even if people didn't know who he was at that time. He just wanted the villagers and townspeople to see the image of a group of people in yellow robes passing by. And when Akita's group traveled in search later, which was a large caravan, when the villagers knew she was looking for the Buddha, they would immediately recall the group of men in yellow robes who had passed by. This style would certainly not be confused with other ascetics. It was a very effective public relations strategy, he explained. If it were today, we would call the Buddha a very skilled marketing strategist and brand builder, creating memorable recognition, I observed. Yes, and this was a significant turning point because after that, the yellow robe became the uniform of monks in Buddhism to this day, he explained. So, the wearing of yellow robes started from here. What happened next? I asked. Her journey began from this point. Why don't you experience it yourself? He suggested. Could you please tell the story, and I also enter Akita's mind, because I want to know the whole story from the Buddha's perspective, and from the perspectives of others, including Akita. All at the same time, I asked. All right, we can try this method, he replied. During that time, it was as if she and all the members had returned home. All their relatives, including Lord Pasani Kasala, were excited and happy to see them return. They recounted their experiences of being close to and attending to the Buddha, describing his teaching methods that allowed everyone to access the inner wisdom, which was remarkably different from all other schools at that time. Moreover, they had witnessed significant changes in the city, including the construction of more roads, the expansion of residential areas, and the emergence of many lodging houses for foreigners. In particular, a new residence was built for the Buddha, named Jetavana Vihara, which was constructed by the wealthy. It consisted of a large wooden pavilion to accommodate the people who would come to see the Buddha. The pavilion had a tiered roof with as many as 12 levels, the most ever seen. Lord, what did you mean by the Buddha's strange teaching methods just now? I asked. She already knows this very well because she has gone through all those experiences. I will just help refresh her memory. Try answering my question first, while you were in Akita's guise. What methods did you use to seek the truth as a path to liberation? He asked. Following Master Bhavari's way, since he was a Brahmin with great knowledge. He was a teacher who had previously taught about the Vedas, the 3 Vedas, and ancient astrology. But he was tired of the Brahminical way of life, which still involved worldly matters. A Brahmin's life still included various having a household, wife, and children, especially being an advisor and planning life in all aspects for kings and people. So, he renounced everything to seek the path to liberation. His daily practice was to have everyone isolate themselves, not meet or talk to each other, have no activities, not get involved with outsiders, and spend all their time cultivating mindfulness and meditation, staying with themselves, staying with their own breath to purify their minds. This purity would consist of abandoning various desires and cravings, including eating and living, enduring sensual pleasures by observing precepts, practicing celibacy, rejecting all kinds of entertainment, and not engaging in any vices, I explained. Do you think these methods are seeking liberation from the outside or from within? He asked. I don't understand the question, I asked. Let me put it this way. Do you think that by doing that, you are relying on yourself or relying on external things? He reiterated. Relying on myself, of course, because we deliberately seek quiet places with no distractions, so that we have the opportunity to discover the truth from within. I replied, if you didn't have such a quiet place, would you have no chance of discovering it? He continued. Maybe not. Find it, I said, starting to feel unsure and as if I was being cornered. What you feel is correct, but you are contradicting yourself. If you have to live that way to attain the truth, then it means you are relying on external things. That is, you need a conducive place, a suitable environment, or a specific method. And the fact that you are traveling to meet a great man is because you are using a method of seeking from external things. You desire him to guide you. Without those external things, you would not be able to achieve your goal, he explained.